Eyes on the lights. And we're underway in the sprint race. Good start from row 2 there again, as he always does, from Andrew Irwin, number 18, and he immediately gets himself ahead of Brooks, but it is Ray who will have the whole shot. He's got the inside on Kyle Ride into turn 1.
Kyle Wright's so brave first corner. I know they've got tyre warmers. I know they're not on brand new tyres. They've been scrubbed a bit, but so fast and wide into red gate there.
Yeah, he wanted that swooping line, but ultimately the door was left open. Glenn Irwin going the long way round. That isn't going to work.
Not there.
Into the old hairpin. Just behind him is his brother Andy Irwin. Then it's Rory Skinner, number 11 on the Cheshire Mouldings Ducati. He was 5th here yesterday.
Yeah, you're dead right about Andy Irwin. Got the start he wanted, look.
Leon Haslam, work to do early on. He's in 6th place. Tommy Bridewell has just moved up a spot as well, and he'll be feeling it after that big crash into Coppice yesterday. So onto the back straight we go. It's number 28 on the Raceways Yamaha. Bradley Ray that leads from Kyle Rye, with Glenn Irwin there in 3rd, looking to try and make a move already. Brooks now. Oh, thought that was going to be a lunge on Skinner down into the Foggy S's, but he thought better of it. Haslam didn't get away too well. He's got some work to do early on. He's behind Bridewell.
Somebody's gone down the escape lane there.
Oh, that was tight.
Kyle having a little bit of a look, and it's cost him a little bit of time, that.
So around Goddard's to complete lap 1. It's all guns blazing in this one. Down through Craner curves. It is Brad Ray, that leads from Kyle Rye. Not able to get through the old hairpin. Nailed it. We've had a moment here. It's Nesbitt and Vansing.
Oh, yeah, it is, yeah.
With speed, and Glenn Irwin is up into 2nd place on the Haga PBM Ducati. Down we go now into the Melbourne Loop, and a defensive line there from Kyle Ride, and he needed it as well, because Rory Skinner fancied a look there.
I'm really impressed with Rory this weekend. His pace at the end of the long race yesterday was brilliant, and I think he knows it now, and I think he's quite prepared to push in this one, because tyres aren't an issue, but I think he'll be having a go if he get a start this afternoon as well.
Yamaha, Ducati, Yamaha. It's Ray from Irwin, from Ride. Irwin with the fastest lap so far. 4th is Skinner on the Ducati. Then it's 3 Hondas. Andy Irwin, Josh Brooks and Tommy Bridewell, although Leon Haslam has just gone 1 spot above Tommy Bridewell. Interesting that we caught up with Leon Haslam just before we sort of properly came into the circuit earlier on, and he said he's been poring over some data and making some adjustments ahead of today.
Yeah, I mean, he never stops. And he's in a team with a team leader in Steve Wilf-Moore that never stops also.
Oh, hang on. That's Kawasaki, and that is Christian Iddon,
yeah, he is.
Who's gone down, and he's not happy about it at all. On the AGN Steel Stock Kawasaki. Oh, that's a shame for Christian. He was just trying to get himself up inside the top 10. He was running around with his teammate Max Cook.
Here comes Glenn up. This is his favourite, and that is exactly how he's got to ride that bike. Both these riders, in fact Kyle as well, are really good at using the strengths of their bikes.
Oh, Brad's not having any of it, but he's not going to be able to outbrake.
Exactly.
Oh, he's gone wide though. That happened a couple of times yesterday for Glenn Irwin. So it's Irwin versus Brad Ray. Oh, that was a bit wide on exit from Irwin. He's going to have to do the work again.
Yeah, but he's got the bike that he can do that. He can put himself in a position where he can outbrake somebody if he holds the line once he gets into the corner.
He's got such an unusual riding style as well, Glenn Irwin, compared to other Ducati riders. He just sort of got that upright position.
He has. It's quite an old school.
Yeah, it is very
an old school style, but it's also an all-action style. I don't think I've ever seen him relax on a bike. In that he's always trying hard.
Yeah. Over the line, a 26.9 now from Leon Haslam, number 91. What a lap! The first ever 126s that we've seen in a BSB race. There he is, trying to find a way through on Andy Irwin. He knows he's got the speed here to run at the front, but it's going to be difficult for him here. He's got 5 riders to pass.
Yep, and he's only got 6 and a bit laps to do it.
As it stands, of course, he would be on pole for the race this afternoon, but he'll want a bit more than that. So out front, it's Ray and Irwin. This is the battle, though, for 5th place. Andy Irwin on the Honda, number 18, up ahead of Leon Haslam. Can Haslam get the punch out of Coppice? He actually did say one of the compromises was he was losing that punch out of Coppice corner because he wants to be stronger in this section.
Yeah,
from here.
Exactly. He said he was losing the punch out of Coppice and losing a little bit of time, maybe a 10th down Craner Curves, but that was in favour of having a bike that'll stop a little bit quicker. And that's what you want round here if you're going to get past people.
Ooh, there's an opportunity there. Andy Irwin was wide, and now Leon Haslam will try and eat the ground up. No, it's not worked. He couldn't get the drive out of the Melbourne loop. There was an opportunity there for Haslam just to sneak through the gate. Another lap ticked off. We start lap 8 of 12.
Yeah, second lap on the trot. Brad Ray's been down at a 27, virtually flat. 27.024 there, and that's... he's, I think, fairly comfortable at that.
Glenn Irwin is in the 26s himself. 26.975, and Irwin has just set a personal best, in fact the fastest first sector of the race. Number 2 there on the Haga PBM Ducati.
Don't give up, does he?
Never. Brad Ray, he knows if this was going to be tough. He knows that they've all moved on in the years that he's been absent. He's got stronger, they've got stronger, and Glenn Irwin has been brilliant so far at the start of this year, and he's hungry to find a way through. He's got the drive, he pulls alongside Brad Ray, and he's going to go through here at the Foggy S's. Oh, he's not!
Right,
he's gone straight on, he's had to pick the bike up.
And he's not allowed to gain time, he's got to actually lose time, otherwise he'll be penalised.
Yeah, I think he's lost the time that he needs to there, but that is his race-winning chances done with. Just maybe asked a bit too much, James.
Absolutely, yeah. Got a good slipstream, maybe going slightly quicker than what he has done on previous laps because of that.
This would be some result for the Cheshire Mouldings Ducati.
Absolutely, yeah, brilliant. And it looks so good on it round here.
He really does, but he will have interest from Glenn Irwin behind him, shortly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Leon Haslam still can't find... Oh, yes, he has. He's got through. He's managed to get through on Andy Irwin. What can Haslam do late on? He's running out of time, though. Brooks is just coming into the picture again as well. As he did yesterday, in the longer race later on the Dow Racing Honda, Brooks is going to be there again.
Yeah, because he was yesterday. The lap times are absolutely constant towards the end of the race. Told me on the grid, the bike felt to be all over the place. We were already saying how smooth it looked, and that's why the tyre was going all right.
Through Foggy S's, there is Haslam. He's now trying to close in on Glenn Irwin. As it stands, Brad Ray set to increase his advantage at the top of the standings. Josh Brooks now goes through on Andy Irwin. So maybe Irwin here has run into a bit of tyre trouble himself.
Yeah, let's be honest though, this is all right for Andy. He's run up front, he's kind of getting his eye back in. Still knocked about from Alton. Look at that, Josh Brooks, his fastest lap of the race, 27.3 this far in.
Yeah, again, which bodes really well for later on.
Really well, yep.
And he might even lump himself further up on the grid here with these late laps. Two of the most experienced competitors in Bennett's BSB on your screen at the moment. Leon Haslam and Josh Brooks. Josh, who has now turned 42. Leon will turn 42 at the end of this month.
Yeah, but both riders with a kind of similar outlook. They've kept themselves fit and, more than that, mentally able to do this and wanting to do this. Still with fire in the belly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing at that age. It really is.
Yeah, it really is. Skinner at the moment doing enough for third. Just quickly on Brad Ray, James. I think what the field are realising here is that he don't make many mistakes.
Yeah.
If they're going to want to win this championship, they've got a lot of work on their plate. He rarely makes errors, Brad Ray. Fantastic race from him, and Glenn Irwin is getting closer and closer.
You know Glenn's going to have a popper yet. I think he's got rear tyre problems as well as Rory.
Here he comes, Glenn Irwin's going to move over to that inside line to try and make the move down into the chicane. in. Will he make it stick? Rory knew he was coming.
Yeah, Rory's setting
got
up
the
for a
drive.
cutback.
Whoa, that was close. They're going to be side by side. Rory might not be close enough here for a look. And it's defensive from Irwin as well as he tries to hold on to third place. Has he got a bit deep? Rory will take a look. Rory nearly came
Rory's
off.
off the side of the bike there.
He's off the side of the bike. It looks like the podium has drifted away from Skinner, but it was a good effort though.
He was just waiting for Glenn to run a little bit wide there.
Brad Ray wins the sprint race and increases his advantage at the top of the standings in BSB. He's going to be a hard man to stop this year.